Hello. Today we're going to talk about the Saipan. Um, really good ship. I like it. It's one of my favorite in the game. World of Warships. A lot of reasons why. It's a premium ship. Uh, I don't believe it's for sale anymore. No. It'll probably come up for sale again. They usually do. Either that or given away for various reasons. Um, the unique feature about the Saipan is the fact that it carries Tier 9 aircraft. And admittedly, it's only 3 aircraft per squadron. Unless, of course, that you have a 15-point captain. When you can put 1 fighter, 1 bomber. The torpedo squadrons remain the same. Anybody that flies or sails aircraft carriers or CVs in World of Warships knows that this captain's perk does not apply to torpedo bombers. And this is my Lexington captain. And admittedly, the Ranger and the Lexington are bad. They're pretty bad. So the captain is a 15-point captain because I have moved him from a different American ship. And that takes gold. Right now, they have this latest patch has given us the opportunity to retrain our captains because they took away 1 point, a perk that normally you had to spend a perk for, concealment and acquisition. It's 6 cents. They removed the requirement for you to use a point and gave you that point back. A CV captain, you have an aircraft row, and you're going to use all of those if you can. There are other good points, several actually. If you're a Japanese CV captain, that you must have this 20%, a negative 20% servicing time of torpedo bombers. That's your bread and butter as a Japanese CV captain. And plus 5 knots to torpedo speed, negative 20% to torpedo range. As a CV captain, you don't care how far they go. You're capable of dropping them at 1K, 2K. So, you know, it's not going to affect you that much. And the reason I don't have it is because I'm an American CV captain, and I have the opportunity to go interceptor in most of my carriers, all of the carriers actually. And in a Saipan, interceptor would be 3 fighters and 1 bomber. The difference in the Saipan interceptor is, I'll mount it real quick and I'll show you. The dive bombers, it's not going to show you. Well, yeah, it'll show you over here. And when you have the perk that adds another bomber to the squadron, you'll notice down there that it says aircraft per squadron is 9. Normally 8, and it's 9. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you that. I'll go interceptor, and I'll show you the differences between having 8 and having 6 or 4 in a squadron. You don't have the option to do an alt fire in the Saipan because the bombers are already dropping bombs as tight as they can go, and I'll show you that real quick. But I did want to let you know that all of the aircraft on the Saipan are Tier 9. The fighters are the exact same as the Essex. For some reason, the bombers I do believe, are not. We can check that. It's a Douglas 81. We'll go to the Essex real quick. Check that out. And again, I don't have the Essex because the Lexington is bad. And the bombers are BTD ones. I don't know the difference in real life. But I can tell you that there's not a large difference between the capabilities, and you'll notice that the fighters are the same. Same capabilities, same knots, same speed, same everything. In game, the Saipan is probably the most played. Well, I can't say that. Not everyone bought a Saipan. The Saipan admittedly came out when aircraft carriers weren't very good, and the thought of spending money on a aircraft carrier in World of Warships at the time was a bad idea. I had an opportunity. I was getting premium, so there was a package deal that came with 30 days premium as well as the Saipan, and it was a good deal. So, you know, I bought it, tried to get to the Essex in the Midway, and it turns out that the Saipan was really, really good. Of course, the fighters are probably one of the most influential super fighters of World War II. Capable of hanging with anything, tough, and could land on an aircraft carrier. And the signature wing bend, I call it a gold wing. From what I understand and from my history, is solely there to get that huge prop from touching the ground. So you can imagine the power and speed, all of the horsepower of every fighter you can imagine with a super prop on it. State of the art. Of course, there were jets in World War II, but they didn't influence as much as the F-4 did. All landing gear on Navy aircraft are built to withstand extreme impact because you're landing on an aircraft carrier. So they're overbuilt. Adds weight. Also adds toughness. Enough talk. Let's get in there and show you what it does. And again, we're in Interceptor in the Saipan. I'm going to try not to talk too much during the loading screen. I'm uploading to YouTube. I'm uploading to Plays TV. And my little cheapo computer it struggles. So I'm not saying anything important right now. So don't worry about it if it breaks up. YouTube channel is progressing. If you can stomach the early raw footage, I left it in there intentionally. I wanted to show the progression of my YouTube channel, and I think you can. Up against a Ranger here, we're in a tier 9 fight. Doesn't bother me in the least. Just gives me more hit points to take. And it's kind of cheating, but I can tell Ranger is Interceptor. He is not. He is attack, or he's bare bones. So me being Interceptor and him being attack is bad for him. And of course, even before the countdown timer applies or starts the match, you can tell your aircraft what to do. You can have them in queue. And what I'll do, since I'm interceptor, I use the mini-map a lot, and you'll notice I can send them out before they're even launched. And I will get the bombers ready to pounce. And I like to attack destroyers first as an interceptor with the bomber group, and you'll see the bomber group and the number of aircraft in it. What we're doing is we're looking for destroyers and spotting. And there's just bombers. And there's the first victim. And you'll notice this is auto fire or autonomous fire. They're as small as they'll go. This is alt fire. So the Saipan, you know, it's tough. It's tough to beat. Just like he wants to challenge the single fighter group there. And since he looks like he wants to press this side, I'll bring all fighters over here. Protect the Fletcher there. And he's popped smoke, and if he disappears before they get there, no, he didn't use his smoke properly. He's going to stay exposed. Those bombers are going to hurt him. And he wants to bait my fighters into the Pensacola there. We're not going to let him do it. But we are going to protect that Fletcher. I don't know what happened to Group 3 there. They must have flew over something nasty. Looks like he has decided not to press the issue there with the Fletcher. I'm going to try to stay with him. You'll notice 5 is almost up again. This time we're going to hit something a little bigger. The Benson looks like he is... buddy, you have gotten away from your partner there. He may not have any of those left. I don't think he did very well there. And he was hoping that I lost more fighters so he could send his torps in. He's got him in Atlanta. You always have to be mindful of where you're at, ship-wise. We want to stay behind the main surge there. I was getting too far out. I can't protect him. Bad drop. We want to try to support that Iowa. Ooh, poor Nagato. As you can see, the bombers, I mean, that's tough for a battleship to avoid there. I mean, you know what I mean? I have seen 32,000 damage in one drop. I think I'm gonna get it one more run with the fighter groups. They won't be as effective. That was a pretty bad drop for me. But we did get 2 fires. And he, since I haven't seen his attack groups, he may be trying to flank. And it looks like our team is going to throw this one away. And that's the bad part of being an interceptor. You can't influence the battle as much. One bomber group is not going to do a lot, especially if you're getting 5,000 a drop. Would appear that the Nagato burnt, which is fine. Yeah, his attack groups, he may have dropped on the Iowa Archangel there. He's in pretty bad shape. He's outpositioned and outgunned. Dropping on an eye was a bad idea. Not very many of them will make it, but I don't have a whole lot of option at this point. And you want to stay close enough to the battle in a CV that your turnaround on your aircraft aren't too bad. Detected, must be a destroyer. See if we can't get something going on here. Hopefully he's already used up a repair kit. To 8,000, that's not bad. WASD hacks on those torpedoes. Did you see that? It looks like he has burned a repair kit, so he's going to burn there for quite a bit. Still detected, but not fired on. That's kind of weird. And you hold shift to set waypoints. Just like that Iowa burnt. buddy. I guess he's toying with his food. Hasn't fired yet. That's fine. You'll be really upset if those bombers drop you in one pass. And you'll notice again, you can't make them smaller. This is an auto drop. Oh, he didn't turn. Oh, wow. You shouldn't toy with your food there, bud. We'll set our secondaries on him. I don't guess I can from this view. Baltimore's in trouble. And the bombers got off, so you know the Benson's probably not going to live. Now he's turning. He learned his lesson, didn't he? There he is. Let's attack a Pensacola. See what kind of damage we can get it out of him. Oh, they do expand when they're under stress. Now, still got 6,000. 2 fires. I hope you have a repair kit. And he does. And you have to make sure that you stay moving. Autopilot will stop you. And his AA is on cooldown.
Our team depends upon you.
They won't live, partner. Nice try, though. He may hit me with that one torpedo. If he's got the range. And that would be a horrible match for the Saipan.